Bitcoin's rebound to 68,000 caused a wave of $300 million in liquidations. Guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to get into this today, but guys, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ding the bell to be notified when I make these cryptocurrency videos. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, the Bitcoin has been going crazy. Okay, we finally broke out of this bull flag regression trend descending channel that we've been sitting in for a while now. So we've been just like skirting on this range, and finally we broke out. But with that breakout came some shorts being completely liquidated. So the cryptocurrency market has outperformed traditional markets this week by driving the easing of the selling pressure for Bitcoin, and the crypto Bitcoin rose about 4% in the past 24 hours. And so with that, we had liquidations of nearly 90 million in liquidation positions in the past 24 hours, almost 65 million of those Bitcoin positions being shorts. And so let's analyze that. Let's look at Bitcoin on the super chart, and let's go to the Bitstamp chart. We're going to look at the Bitstamp chart, and we're going to show you guys on the 4-hour basically the levels that we had been hitting. We hit right on this trend right here, creating a W pattern that eventually broke out of that 66.6 range, which was that previous resistance of us going into that sideways range in between 64,002 and 62,005. Now, if you're looking at the daily and the weekly time frames, you can see that we are testing right back up into the resistance that we've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times. We have hit this resistance, and you got to think, by this point, Bitcoin is ready to do something. If you think about it, it already went as low as the trend line from 16,000. If you look, we have a trend line drawn from 16,000 of what we think was the bottom in 2022. And so now that we've hit this trend line a few times, going up into all-time highs, Bitcoin is primed to spike and hit all-time highs by this year. By the end of this year, we're going to hit new all-time highs by the end of this year. Bitcoin price could skyrocket to $118,000 by year's end, and here's why. So an analyst shared on X, Kelly Greer, vice president of trading at Galaxy Digital, presents a compelling argument for why the Bitcoin price could surge to as high as $118,000 by the end of the year. So Greer's insights are grounded in a combination of historical performance data, which we've analyzed on this channel. If you guys have watched this channel long enough, we have been analyzing some specific charts that get your mind ready for the 4-year cycle Bitcoin halving banana zone parabola that happens on halving years. You can see it in the quarter returns on quarter 4 and October, November, and December in 2017, 2020, and now in these years, in this year for 2024, and then seeing the biggest move in 2025. So Greer begins by highlighting Bitcoin's strong historical performance in the fourth quarter. In previous years, she pointed out that since 2020, Bitcoin's average quarter 4 return to its intra-quarter high watermark has been approximately 85%. This figure includes a best-case scenario where the return reached a staggering 230% off of that parabola, and a worst-case scenario with a 12% decline. So this is why I think we are getting super bullish, and we're finally starting to break out of this cup and handle bull flag pattern that has been forming on the chart. So you can see here we have this bull flag, this bull pennant, and if you look at the chart that we've been analyzing, we actually made this chart together. So if you've been watching this channel, then you actually made this chart yourself. You went on the daily. You went to look at Bitcoin on a Bitcoin Tether USDT chart on the daily, and you're going to look at from what point on the 2020 and then into 2021 where we've had the biggest parabolic move for Bitcoin. Now, what we did is we took this move and we just put it right here. Here's the volatility. Here's the volatility. And we're just putting it right on that flag. And you can see here that it brings us into a range of over $340,000 per Bitcoin. One Bitcoin priced at $340,000 by April of next year. Now, I think that that is my bullish best case scenario. Our super bull case is that we end up getting there in that quarter, in quarter one of 2025. And I think my bull case scenario for this year to correlate and parallel it with the bullish calls of these technical analysts is that we are going to get a Bitcoin push up to $150,000, I think, before the end of the year. Now, we have some interesting things happening in this particular election. This election, more so than ever, has had so much controversy, so much media reports. People are watching this election all around the world and wondering what is going to happen, who's going to be winning. And so, honestly, I think now at this point, it's pretty apparent that we've had a big shift. We had a lot of the percentage on Harris, and we actually had an even split. Now we have a 59 to almost 60% chance of Trump winning this election over Harris at a 40% chance. And so this is what the market is expecting to happen. So with Trump's crypto policies have potential for an explosive upside, while Harris shows a limited downside risk, according to Galaxy Digital, which is from what this article that we were just talking about, the bullish upside for Bitcoin and their prediction. And so with all of this to say, I think regardless, and we've talked about this with our thesis, regardless if Trump wins or Harris wins, we are going to get a tick to the upside with Bitcoin because of certain metrics and certain charts that we've looked at and analyzed over this couple of months. And it is the Bitcoin chart that explains the halving. It explains the 4-year election cycle, and it puts it on this really, really pretty chart. And I'll show you guys really, really quick. So look, if you've been watching this channel, you've seen this chart. Since 2012, we've basically had a business as usual. Business as usual. We've had pre-halving, pre-election correction. Then we have the risk assets grinding upwards into the halving in the election cycle. Then we have risk rallying hard after halving and the election. And so we are coming up right here. I mean, we are right there in the freaking precipice of us blasting out into, I think, $150,000 per Bitcoin by the end of the year. So we've been calling this price for a while. We've called it on the Moon Show. Some people think we're crazy. Some people think we're too bullish. Some people think we're not bullish enough. I think we're right on the money. So if we can speculate that we get that move of $150,000 per Bitcoin by the end of the year, what do you think that's going to do with the rest of the market? I mean, it is going to absolutely send some of these altcoins to massive valuations. And guess what? The things that are outperforming most of the market are the meme coins. As you can see on the year, Turbo, SPX, People, go ticker Bitcoin. What else? I mean, Pepe coin, you got MPC, Corgi, you got Banana, you got the Politify tokens, but mainly Ponky. Look at all this stuff in here. Most of it is the memes. Most of them are the memes. That is essentially what is outperforming the whole market. So while Bitcoin is your store of value, okay, the memes and the altcoins are your mechanism to really hedge against inflation and the decoupling of the US dollar by the hyperinflation and then printing it into infinity. Well, let's take some of that fiat printed money and put it in these meme coins, put in the altcoins, make a crazy return, so then we can get more Bitcoin. That's the whole point, right, guys? So if you want to actually trade, these markets right now on this momentum, then I suggest you guys use BITFLEX and you use OURBIT. So with both of these exchanges, this is both of our most popular exchanges, BITFLEX and OURBIT. Really great platforms. We currently have some trades open right now. We are long on Bitcoin, we're long on AVAX, we're long on Litecoin, and we're also long on Pepe. So we are going to see where these trades end up in the next couple weeks. But I'm very confident that we're going to have a really amazing breakout. And if you guys are wanting to catch these moves along with me, make sure you guys are using the links down below in the description. And make sure you guys are actually tuning in and you go to this video here, because we are going to be going live today at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we actually go live Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time on a consistent basis. And make sure you guys are coming in to be a part of the Dojo crew, and you are getting these updates immediately when we do them, and also you're joining in with all the people that watch this channel normally. And I will see you guys on that video, and hope you have a good rest of the day. If I see you in the live stream and you just finish watching this video and you're coming into the live stream, welcome. Won't you join us? All right, I'll see you there.